Hello, everybody. It's Danielle from Feather and Wild, and I just wanted to take a moment and talk with you guys today. If you stick through my little monologue here, at the end, I'm going to do a sneak preview of our March collection, our spring collection that's going to be open in the shop on March 20th. And if you're watching this the day I record it, that's a week from tomorrow. So, first, though, before I get into the fun part of that, I want to get a little bit raw and vulnerable. See, I'm already talking so fast because this is kind of hard with you guys. Last year we launched originally kind of like a soft launch, super fast from, hey, I think we're ready to do this. No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not. Holy crap, stores open in about 3 days. I showed off one of our designs kind of on accident. I was posting about something else and just used a picture of me wearing that shirt. And I showed it off in one of my entrepreneur groups. Hello, Being Boss Ladies. I know some of you are watching. You guys have been amazing for me. And they kind of kicked my butt into launching in 3 days. And we did it. And it was amazing. And just all of the connection and inspiration we got in that first 6 weeks we were open was awesome. It was amazing. It was everything we hoped for Feather and Wild. And then it just kind of tailed off. And we tried launching again in March of last year. And we basically launched to crickets. And so we pretty much shut it down for the summer. And we said, we're going to come back in September and we're going to do this big, amazing grand opening launch. Everybody's going to love our stuff and it's going to sell like crazy. And it just didn't happen. If you were around last year, we ran this amazing referral contest through July and August to prepare for that September launch. Because in September, we also launched a podcast. We launched the Do It Scared podcast with my friend Liza. So September was a huge month for us. So leading up to it in July and August, we did this referral contest. You share your referral link, get people to sign up on our list. That's all they had to do was give us their email address. And you earned free stuff depending on how many people you got to sign up. And you all showed up amazingly for us. Our fans kicked butt, but it also got really diluted. A lot of freebie sites picked up on it and they're like, oh, I can share with my hundreds of thousands of followers how to get free stuff just by sharing this link. And while we were super thrilled to have new people on our list and get in front of these audiences, and we did a referral contest to give out free stuff, we knew we'd be giving out free stuff, we didn't expect the sheer amount of referrals that we were going to get. We ended that contest. We started the contest with about 300 people on our email list, and we ended it with about 11,000 people on our email list. And that's not even how many signed up or were referred, and not counting the cheaters that just entered their whole contact list in it, because we had some things in place to catch that once we realized what was happening. That was just the people that actually went through and clicked the confirmation email and verified that, yes, I really do want to be on this list. We ended up with 11,000 people. I want to say it was over 80,000, with all of the emails that got entered. And if this was just purely a numbers game, if that's all we were in for it, that was amazing. But guess what? I'm not here for numbers. I'm not here for numbers. Numbers don't matter to me. I would rather have 10 amazingly loyal clients who love our stuff and we really get to know and impact than have 11,000 people on my list that don't really want to be there, that aren't interested in Feather and Wild, aren't interested in our message, aren't interested in the heart of our business. So we thinned them out. But we did honor all of those freebies, and we sent out a lot. We're still sending them out, to be completely honest with you. We're finally seeing the light at the end of that tunnel this week of getting out everybody's prizes. And it's been exhausting. And we actually, if you guys want to hear the bare truth, we lost a lot of money on it. Because guess what? When we opened on September 1st and we opened that shopping cart and we released it out, we had 0 sales. We had 1 sale that week. 1 sale. And it wasn't even for somebody on the list. It was a family friend. And we love their support. We absolutely love their support. But when you have a list of 11,000 people, you expect, there are numbers that go into owning a business. You can't own a business and ignore your numbers. And even just expecting, a 3% or a 2% return on that list, we didn't see it. So what should have worked, the way those giveaways do work, is that, you get all these amazing people on your list and it generates these sales that then make all those freebies, not a big deal. But that's not how it worked for us. And so we honored all those freebies and we paid for that all out of pocket because we are a small family owned business, and that made it take a little bit a while longer. And just because it is just the two of us, Josh does all the printing. I'm not good at the printing. I'm good at helping make our screens and the technical aspects of that and all of the design and promotion, but we have one person doing all of our printing. And we do hope to scale up, but we couldn't hire somebody in for stuff that we're already having to pay for. And that's just the raw truth. And that's kind of what I'm here for today. One of the things that's so important to us, the core part of our business, is that we want to inspire you and encourage you and connect with you. And authenticity is important. And we don't want to play bigger than we are. We're all for coming out and showing up and playing big, but we don't want to put out there something that we're not. And it's really important for us to be honest with everybody, and that we didn't get the return we expected last year. And I pouted about it. I'm going to be honest, guys. I'm human. It sucked. When mid-September came around and we still only had like 2 sales for the month. And we're starting to really have to deal with all those giveaways. It sucked. And yeah, I pouted, and you guys probably didn't see a whole lot of me showing up in my business because of that. And I think we could have had success had I continued to show up. So that's on me. Like, I can't blame the list. I can't blame anything. I chose to let the circumstances and the lack of return on investment get to me. And I was human. So I took the couple months off. We kind of, we had a couple of things open in the shop, some of the stuff we already had printed. And we took off a couple months, and, when the podcast wrapped up and life freed up, and we really sat down, Josh and I sat down, and we looked at our numbers. We looked at what we really felt we were here to do, because we're not just here to sell shirts. Don't get me wrong. We're here to sell shirts, but we're also here because we want to build a community. And we want to inspire people. And I felt like we did an amazing job with that with the podcast. And so that was kind of a little soothing balm right there. The podcast did take off, and we did see an amazing group of women come together for that. And of course, my amazing business relationship with Liza now. So I'm never going to call 2016 a total waste, but we definitely didn't see what we wanted to at Feather and Wild. And it was amazing to have all those people, but if they're not people that care about our mission, care about what Feather and Wild is, and they don't really want to connect with us, that's not who we want. They weren't our target market. And those of you that are watching this, you're probably my target market. You're probably the people that I want to connect with. You're probably the people who really resonated with our So What Do It Scared shirt when we released it, and the meaning behind that, and how getting out of your comfort zone is so important. And if that's you, we want you here. But we're not going to waste our time and our energy on people that are just here for free stuff, because that's not important to us. Numbers are not important to us. You are important to us. So with that said, so a couple of the things we looked at was, how can we improve the Feather and Wild experience for you? Because you are who matters to us. And we looked at a lot of feedback from our brand ambassadors, from our customers, from other business owners. We looked at we talked to mentors, we hired a digital strategist, and we really looked at how can we improve the customer experience for our Feather and Wild tribe. And there were a couple things that came out of that. Near and dear to my heart was, we decided to up the quality of our shirts. If you've been with us, you know how important it is for us for every step of our manufacturing process, because we do print everything here. So we use, there are chemicals involved with screen printing. You can't help that, but we have gone out of our way to find the most eco-friendly as possible. We've made our, as less trash as we can, reducing our waste, reducing our environmental impact, getting everything as possible as we can. And we did that with our shirt blanks when we started out. We did the research, and we found a company that, even though everything wasn't made in the United States, they guaranteed no sweatshop labor, sustainable resources, all of that kind of thing. And that was important to us. And we felt like we really loved our original product. But since then, I've gotten in contact with other companies. Actually, the one we use now reached out to me on Instagram, and I have since fallen in love with their stuff. I kind of started ordering it just for some pieces that we were, test printing, and I fell in love, and I wanted you guys to have that same quality and amazingness that I'm getting to wear, because, hey, that's the point, right? So we are moving to all organic shirts. We have organic bamboo, organic cotton, organic hemp. The sweatshirt I'm wearing is one of the kinds you guys will be getting. It's made out of recycled polyester, so it's RPET, which is made out of recycled bottles. So they're going out of their way to make sure that all of their sources are sustainable and using recycled materials when they can. Even down to their manufacturing process and everything, they are as close to zero waste as they can get. They care about things like pay, quality, and I totally fell in love with them, and it felt like the right move to do that. And this has been something I've been pondering for a long time, but they are a more expensive shirt from what we were using. And I really didn't want to have to raise prices for you all because I never want to be, some of you might know this brand. I'm not going to mention them by name, but there is a yoga inspired brand out there and they seriously charge $50 a shirt. And theirs is not even, organic. It's just a t-shirt and they're charging $50 a t-shirt. And when we did our comparisons within the industry and stuff, I knew I never wanted to be them. I want to bring you all amazing quality shirts, but I don't want you to pay $50 a piece for them because as a human, I don't want to spend that much money on a t-shirt, no matter how great it is. So that was something we definitely took into consideration as we made the shift, and that had been stopping me from making the shift. How do we make it work? Because like I said earlier, numbers are important in certain things. How do we continue to run a successful business, but bring you all amazing quality without having sky-high prices? And we finally were able to figure that out. And I love that I'm able to bring you guys these amazing shirts. And it's been kind of a slow pivot for us to get here. And I'm glad I finally just jumped in and said, no, here, I'm ordering these. This is what we're printing on. And you guys get to see these amazing new shirts. The second big change we took after talking with strategists and customers and everything is previously everything we did was printed after you ordered. This allowed us to offer you guys a ton of amazing options when it came to the color of your shirt, even the color of your ink, everything. And because we are a small screen print shop, we had the ability to do that. But what it came down to, it wasn't the best decision for us, and it actually wasn't the best decision for you all. We got feedback that the amount of choices in our shop was overwhelming, and we want your buying experience to be amazing. We don't want you to be overwhelmed by all the choices. And from the production side, it was hard to produce. Screen printing is not just, hit a button and go. There's a lot that goes into changing the colors of things and the cuts of things just to print 1 or 2 shirts. So that's something that we had to step back and realize that just because we can do it doesn't mean we should. So what we'll be doing going forward, and this is actually what we've been doing this last 2 weeks. You guys might have noticed the blog has gone kind of quiet. We've been majorly in preparation mode for this spring launch as we've been printing everything out in batches already. So all of the shirts we're going to be releasing on Monday, March 20th will already be printed. So everything is printed and ready to go, and you should have everything shipped out to you in 2 to 3 business days. If you bought from us before, you knew it could be 2, 3, even 4 weeks, depending on what you ordered to get it out to you because of having to order in if, we didn't have what you chose in. And our previous manufacturer actually took longer to get stuff to us. And that's the other great thing, kind of a bonus perk. I would have ordered from them anyways, but our new supplier, it takes us like 2 days to get shirts, which is amazing. Kind of a side note for you. Behind the scenes. So everything will be here and done and ready to go out for you because we want you to have your stuff and be happy as soon as we can after you order. We will never be Amazon Prime. Stuff is never going to be on your doorstep 2 days after you order. That's unrealistic for a small business. And we did have a lot of people that really expected that from us, even though it was clearly labeled on our site like, hey, we're printing all of this and here's how long it's going to take. But we wanted to improve that for you guys as much as we could. We want you to be happy. We want you to love your experience with us. So those are the 2 big, huge changes that we are making going forward that you will notice if you bought from us in 2016 to if you buy from us now. So everything is ready to go. The only thing about that does mean all of our numbers in the shop will be limited. Because I mentioned this earlier when we talked about the freebies, we fund everything here. So we don't have investors. We don't have a big line of credit at the bank. Like we're a completely self-funded business. I actually, on top of the podcast and my design business and Feather and Wild, I took a side job last year with an amazing company that I've come to so much love them and put so much of my heart into their work. But I took that job specifically to fund Feather and Wild. That's how much you guys mean to me, is that this homeschooling mom of 5 took an extra job to fund my dream because I want to be here for you all. So we are doing limited runs. There's only going to be about 12 shirts. We've kind of varied the sizes based on what we saw a lot of sizes ordered last year. So there's only going to be about 12 available of each shirt to start. So if you love it and you want it, order fast because we don't know, we're gonna wait and see if we're gonna do a second run of our spring collection or if there just won't be any more shirts until our summer collection. And if you like to plan ahead for these kind of things, we're doing 3 collections in 2017. So we have our spring collection on March 20th. which is the spring equinox. For those of you lunar nerds like me, that's how you'll see I decided all of these. Then we have the first day of summer. So you're going to be looking, I would see it's like the 22nd of June. So summer solstice will be our summer launch. And we have something special coming out for summer launch. You guys are going to love this. I've hinted at it before, so some of you might already have an idea what that is. And our photographer is super thrilled to get our hands on what's coming in June. So just a little teaser for you. And then our autumn equinox. So looking around the end of September, you guys will see our autumn launch. And then we won't be launching one in December. You'll find through our content this year how much self-care is important to us as a family. So and we think it should be important to you too. And that's something we have decided to do. We felt really awesome about taking November and December as kind of a quiet period to absorb what winter is meant to be, to kind of hibernate and rebuild and re-energize for the coming spring. So we will be doing that again this year. So there won't be a winter collection. So just 3 collections this year. And there may be some one-off shirts, like you guys might have seen our Nevertheless She Persisted shirt that's out right now. So there may be some one-offs between collections, but again, everything's going to be limited edition runs this year. So if you love it, get it. We want them to be special for you. Okay, so the other things you guys can expect, you're going to hear all of our podcasts. So we do, Liza and I have the Do It Scared podcast. We actually relaunched season 2, started coming out last Thursday. So every week you'll hear from Liza and I on all the wonderful comfort zone topics. We're going to be talking creativity and community and travel and so many different things. We've got some amazing guests lined up. So you're definitely going to be hearing a lot from me on the Do It Scared podcast. And you're also going to see more of me around the blog, around YouTube, Facebook Live. And we definitely have our Facebook group. Come join us. Seriously, Feather and Wild is meant to inspire and encourage and connect and serve you. And we can't do that if you're not showing up to interact with. So come join us in the Facebook group if you want to. We'd love to have you. It is facebook.com/groups/Do It Scared. And yes, come join us. We want to have you. We want to interact with you. We want to get to know you. We want to know what you're working on, what you're celebrating, what you're struggling with. Come chat with us. Like, seriously, we want you. Come on. So you'll be seeing a lot of us there, a lot of the blog, all of that stuff. So we want to build this community. We want to get to know you all more. And that's what's really important to us. You know, when you break it down to the nitty gritty, that's what makes me happy. That's why I'm doing this. That's how Feather and Wild was born. We want to get to know you, the real you, not the you pretend to be on social media, not the highlight reel you post on Instagram. We want to see authentic people. We want to be authentic people. We want to be authentic people. I wouldn't be here telling you about all the failures we hit last year and the struggles and everything we're working and learning from if that wasn't important to us. We want you to be who you really are, because when you let go of all of that energy you're spending being less than you really are, hiding how awesomely geeky you are or nerdy or obsessed with makeup or whatever, women get judged. We get judged. Either you love makeup and you're vain, or you hate makeup and you don't put enough effort into how you appear. And that goes to other amazing amount of things. It's not just the makeup. It's our parenting skills, our choice of work or no work, or how we work, everything. And I'm tired of that. And I want women to have a community that's not judgy. And I want you to stop wasting energy trying to be something you're not. Show up, be who you really are, and take all of that energy that you've been spending on being somebody else and go do amazing shit with it. Because that's exactly what happens when you let go of that. When you stop wasting energy being who you're not, you have all of this energy to put into so many other things. And I want to help you. I want to see what these other things are. I want to encourage you. I want to support you however I can. And let's make amazing shit happen. Okay, if you've stuck with me this long, we are going to do our little spring preview. I'm actually going to start with our shirt that's not part of the spring collection, because so many of you have fallen in love with this, and it resonates with everybody these days. Nevertheless, She Persisted. So we have this. This is organic bamboo. It's a bamboo cotton blend, all of it organic. This is the muscle tank, so you've got like the wide armholes on it. So we have it in this. We also have it in our bamboo scoop neck. I'll show you one of those here in a minute. And then our unisex men's cut. They're not men's cuts. They're unisex cuts. The retail, it's not fitted. Cut shirt. And then we also have youth. Those are all organic cotton, our youth and toddler sizes. One thing to note, on our website this year, you will see that we have committed to not using the term women's cut. we're just not going to use it anymore. We will still use unisex cut because it is kind of the retail cut, how it's known that, you know, it's not going to be fitted through the waist and stuff. So we'll have any of the ones that have previously been known, even our manufacturer calls them women's cuts, we'll probably be listing them as fitted shirts because we want to be a little more inclusive and we don't care who wears what, and we just want you to be comfortable in your clothes. So that said, let's go on and show off everything we've got for spring collection. Okay, so this is one of our bamboo scoop necks. So it's a 70% bamboo, 30% cotton, all organic. It's the scoop neck because crew necks are overrated. They don't feel good. We want you to be comfortable. So this is take chances, make mistakes, get messy, which is the mantra for everybody. It applies to parenting and childhood and learning and business and all of the things. The color is called pewter. I know it's really hard to see colors in videos sometimes. It's pewter. It's like a dark gray with a slight bluish tint. And this is our silver ink. So that is that one. We have another bamboo scoop neck. This one the color's called Cloudburst, and we've got our copper ink. Copper ink is Josh's favorite. If there is an excuse for him to print something in copper ink, he will do it. So this is Explore, and I hope the camera will refocus for you guys. Probably not. That happens sometimes. So it's got some arrows and feathers and a pretty flower underneath. And you can see on this one, it was kind of hard to tell on the other one, but this one is super drapey. Let's see, making sure. These are indeed the same fabric. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it's the bamboo cotton blend, the 70/30 bamboo cotton blend, all organic. And you can just see it's super thin, not like see-through thin, but like lightweight, almost like the athletic fabrics, but not quite. And it's super drapey. And I love it. It's flattering on everybody. It's cooler than a cotton shirt. And it's lightweight. So it falls well no matter your body shape. I love these. So you have the organic bamboo and cotton mixes. This is a hemp cotton mix. So it's 60% hemp, 40% cotton. Again, all organic. It's our Feather and Wild logo in gold on they call this herb. This color is called herb. So beautiful shirt there. And again, this one is closer to cotton than the bamboo is. So it's a little bit sturdier, but still it's really lightweight, a very cool feeling fabric. Let's see. Yes, I know it's March and we're putting out a hoodie, but as you guys can tell, it's March and I'm still wearing a hoodie. I wear them all year round. I am weird, and some of you may be too. And we also have a lot of wonderful tribe members that are in Australia and New Zealand and places where they are heading into their cold season. So we wanted to make sure we kind of included everybody. So we have the So What Do It Scared hoodie. So this is hoodie. This is one of the ones made out of recycled bottle material, just like mine, and organic cotton. So I believe this one's actually a 50-50 blend. It's organic cotton and the RPET, the recycled polyester. So it's a navy blue color, if you guys can't quite tell, with the gold So What Do It Scared. And then we have, if you were with us last year, everybody loved our Manifest sweatshirt. It was an off-the-shoulder sweatshirt, and it was comfy and cozy, and everybody loved the neckline and how soft it was, and I wasn't sure we could improve upon that, but lo and behold, we did. I have 4 of these in my closet right now, different colors and prints, because I love them so much, and this is typically what you guys are going to see me wearing if you see me doing videos and stuff. It is one of the softest sweatshirts I have ever worn. It has the wide neck again. Our old ones had a finished hem. This one is not. It is a raw edge. It does have a line of stitching, so it's not going to fray and fall apart, but it's fleece. So fleece doesn't typically fray and fall apart anyways, but it does have that row of stitching. But it's a rough edge, which I think it makes it so much more comfortable. And then it's super soft. And then the biggest complaint, really the only complaint we had on our sweatshirts last year was no pocket. This has the kangaroo pocket like you're used to on your hoodie. And I love it. It's a great fit. It's comfy. It's warm. It's cozy. That amazing neckline, and you get a pocket. So that is our Manifest. And I don't know if anybody knows, I updated our Manifest design. So everybody loved this, but I felt off about our old version. I made the mandala bigger, and I like it. I feel like it's so much more the focus point now. And of course, that design, I love it because when I'm working on business goals and stuff, I love wearing the Manifest shirt because it's a good little reminder every time I walk past a mirror of, I've got this. Whatever I want to happen is going to happen. All right, so I saved everybody's favorite for last. Our photographer loved this. Our model and our spring shoot loved it. Everybody that has seen this has fallen in love with it. And it looks funky when it's not on somebody, so be prepared. This is the bamboo poncho. So it is organic bamboo. It's that same 70-30 blend as the scoop neck shirts. And it is the poncho. So it comes down, it's a little bit fitted at the bottom. So it's great for yoga because it's not going to flap everywhere. And then it's got the slightly longer sleeve. So instead of hitting like a short sleeve, it hits a little bit further down your arm. But because of the wide cut at the top and then the tapering, it's flattering on everybody. And it's flattering and it's comfy and it's flowy and we love it. And then the design on this is, we call her Lotus Girl. If you've been around, if you've been reading the blog or much, you've probably seen her before. I actually have her up there on the wall. She is my reminder to slow down and to be mindful and to take a moment to breathe when I need to. I love her. She's kind of been a staple around here for the last couple months, and I wanted to share her with you guys. So Lotus Girl will be yours to take home on March 20th. So that is the spring collection preview, and if you guys stuck with me this long, thank you. I know I can get kind of long-winded, but I really felt like I needed to be open and honest and authentic with you guys about what we learned last year and the changes we're making and why we're making them. Again, you guys are what's important to us. We want to connect with you. We want to inspire you. That's why we're here. So please, if you have any comments, feel free. You can always email me at hello@featheredandwild.com. Again, to come join the Facebook group, it's facebook.com/groups/backsplash Do It Scared. We'd love to have you. We'd love to hear your thoughts and everything. So we'll talk soon. Bye.